Hello there. We are going to talk about your Unit 9A practice test. This is the beginning of all the rationals stuff, which just means all those fractions with all of the variables in it. So, Unit 9A, let's just get to it. Here it's just our one little vocab question. We got two things going on. That's gotta mean jointly. If it was directly, it'd be talking about like y equals kx. Opposites is just stupid, so don't pick that. Inversely would be like y equals k over x. So those are your three choices. Your real test probably doesn't have jointly. It's probably got one of these other ones. So make sure you got those. Alright, first task here is we need to figure out what k is, which means we need to write an equation. It says jointly, again, and we're talking about two different things. We got a length and a diameter. So it's going to be something like cost equals k times our length times our diameter. And from there, we just need to start plugging some stuff in. It gives us the three numbers that we need here, here, here. So 48 is going to equal k times 2 times 5. So I'm going to divide by 10 because that's all these are is 10. So k equals 4.8. Now, we just solve one more time using the other two numbers to figure out what our cost is. Cost is going to equal now 4.8 because we know what k is, times 20 times 4. So that's going to be 4.8 times 80, which I promise you, if you go ahead and work that out, is 384. Right there, answer B. If you're not sure on that, go 80 times 4.8. Oh, goodness. Multiply through just the decimal point here means you're going to move it over one, but that doesn't matter with these things here anyway. So there you go. Alright, this guy, we need to do some factor. So I'm just going to take it part by part. Multiplies the 40, adds up to 13. Seems like x plus 8 and x plus 5. Just working on my top. This guy is just going to stay there. On our bottom here, multiplying to 64 and adding up to 16 is going to be 8 and 8, so x plus 8, x plus 8. And then multiplying to 20, adding up to 9, sounds like x plus 5 and x plus 4. So at this point, we're going to cross out anything that matches. These match, these match, these match. All we've got left is the x plus 4 on the bottom and that imaginary 1 up front. So that's why we're going with 1 over x plus 4. Here we got the division. That means we need to flip things over. So I'm going to go with 3x squared, 4 on the bottom. We're going to multiply here. So we're going to flip these two. Going to multiply by 8 on the top, and then our x cubed goes to the bottom. We're doing the exact same stuff now. An x squared is going to cancel and leave x to the 1 here. 4 and 8 is going to leave a 2 on top. So x is all I got left on the bottom. And 3 times 2 makes 6 on top. Nice and easy. Oh no, this looks like a problem we might have to do some work with. That's number 5. Let's scoot it out the way here. Alright, so when we got the thing talking about two different people working, or two machines in this case, we're going to go with x over the first number, 6, plus x over the second number, 8, is going to end up equaling 1. And if you want to put that over 1, go for it. We look for our common denominator thing. Here's 6 and 8. What number do 6 and 8 both go up into? Well, that's going to be 24 is the easiest one. So I'm going to go with 24 here, 24 here, and 24 there. 6 goes into 24 4 times, so that's going to cancel and leave a 4. 8 goes into 24 3 times, so that's plus 3x equals, that multiplies and just leaves 24. So 7x is 24, and we divide by 7 to get x equal to 24 sevenths, which, yeah, that's not an answer over here. This one is trying to trick you. Don't be tricked. So you go 7 goes into 24 3 times, right? 3 times with 3 remainders, so that's why it's the 3 over 7 for our answer Oh no, what are we going to do here? Our LCM has got to equal 4x because there's an x and a 4. I feel like this was our notes problem. Alright, so we're going to multiply by 4x here, 4x here, and 4x here. What is canceling? The x is going to cancel here. 2 times 4 makes 8. Make sure we bring that minus sign with us. Here the 4 is going to cancel and leave 3x. And here the x is going to cancel again, and 4 times 6 is 12 12 is 24. Yeah, I've never been good at multiplying properly and real fast in my head. So we're going to subtract our 8 from both sides and get negative 3x equals 16 and divide by our negative 3. So x equals negative 16 thirds. Um, that's how they're getting that answer. The negative just goes up top because it's just where fractions like to have their negative sign. They don't like to be negative down on the bottom. Alright, so here we got an x is definitely going to be part of our LCM. We got a 3 and a 2, which multiply to make the 6. So I'm going to put the 6 there. So that's got everybody. 3 goes into 6, 2 goes into 6, 6 goes into 6, and we've got our x. So we're going to multiply by our 6x on everybody. Everybody gets a 6x. 6 is going to cancel here and just leave 1x. Here the x is going to go away, and 6 divided by 2 makes 3. So we get our 3. Why am I going backwards? I don't even know. X over x goes away. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 2 times 11 makes 22. Wow, this 25. That's it. That was tough. Bam. Moving on. Alright, we got to factor our top and factor our bottom. So x squared minus 4, if you don't know by now, then I'm probably going to be very upset with you in class when you try to, don't be the kid that writes x times x minus 4. That kid is in my class all the time. It's probably not been one of you because you're listening to this. But that kid, he's there. Sometimes it's a girl too. They're just doing that. What multiplies the 8 to make a 6? That's going to be an x plus 4 and an x plus 2. So we got our top and our bottom. Cancel out what's common and leave what is not. So literally just can you factor? If you can factor, you're gold. If you can't, then this looks really scary. Um, First thing first here, I see a cube. That's my first sign to think, hey, can I get rid of that by factoring out? And since everybody's got an x, yes I can. So it's going to be x times x squared plus 9x plus 20. And on the bottom here, I don't just have an x, I've got an x squared I can factor out. And 2 and 10 both have a 2 in common. So this just got me down to x plus 5, and that's awesome. Really nice to deal with. We still need to factor this guy up here. So we're going to have x times what multiplies to 20 and makes 9 is going to be x plus 5, x plus 4, all over that 2x squared times x plus 5. So now it's the easy part. Cross that out, cross that out. My x on top is going to leave 1x on the bottom. So x plus 4 is left up top here, and 2x all by his lonesome is left on the bottom. Done, done, done. Moving on with life. Number 10. Man, this test is going to be short. Some smart kid's going to be done in about 5 minutes. Alright, before we do this, we need to factor that into our x plus 4, x minus 4. So our LCM now is going to be both of those, the x plus 4 and the x minus 4. So we're going to multiply both sides by both parentheses. I don't even need to write them in there because those are just canceling. All that's going to be left is 4. Put both our parentheses here, the plus and the minus. The plus cancels this way, so that leaves 5 times x minus 4. So that's just multiplying top and bottom by those guys. I just didn't feel like rewriting them every time. Do our little distribution. 4 is going to equal 5x minus 20. Add our 20 over here to get 24 equals 5x, and divide by 5. So 24 over 5. Saw a lot today of people dividing by the 24 and getting like 5 over 24 and then just sticking an X on here and trying to say that was an answer. That made me sad. Although people were trying, and trying is always good. It's better than being the kid with his headphones on, not listening. Alright, here. That's an X times X plus 8. So that's gone. Our LCM then is going to be X times X plus 8, because we've got an X here and they both have X plus 8. So when we do that, X times X plus 8 and X times X plus 8, what's canceling? But mostly everything. That's gone, that's gone, this whole thing's gone. So really what we're left with here is 3x equals 7 divided by 3, and yes, it is that easy. X equals 7/3. I really don't like this color blue. It looks nicer on my projector because the bulb is bad, but that just looks ugly. Alright, this one's asking you for the formula, which is here. Distance varies directly, so that means multiply the square of the speed of a car, so that's why it's s squared. I'm not sure why all these are numbers. I think we changed the problem and fixed a couple things and then something reverted back, but we'll take care of that on the test for you, as long as you're able to find that there, you're gonna be good. So that's it, really. Yeah, if you can factor, this is easy, easy, easy. And hopefully you're gonna do well and finish out your quarter properly. Look out for the quarter review video. I'll get that taken care of as well. And be safe out there. Make good choices, and we'll see you back in class.